Friends, hello, everyone in general. Do you want to know what's inside this thing? I also want to know, but today I couldn't take it apart because it has such tricky screws inside. If this one could also. Somehow unscrew all the plastic from the grommets here from the Gallica, then these two, over there, they are even further. I wouldn't have been able to unscrew them in any way, but thanks to my recent invention, you probably already saw this in the last video. I got such an opportunity. I made such a screwdriver. Or rather, it was already like this. Don't look what I'm covering. And we did something. Unscrewed in short. Let's go, and now it needs to burn in order to bend it back, maybe in the future. If I get a gas burner, maybe I'll do it. But that's not what we're talking about. Basically, it was a grater. I improved it a bit. But its thickness didn't let me. This profile was in the way. It still is in the way, but now you can unscrew the handle. Here. This gave me the opportunity to unscrew. This is the shape. See, I have a tricky one, so that they all climb. I do have screwdrivers like that, with two sections, but they are short. These are bits, that is, you need a minimum length to unscrew. How much is there? I don't know, 3 centimeters, no less? Okay, let's try to unscrew. They sit deep. It seems like something has worked. The wall still gets scratched a little, but it's not that bad anymore. There is no damage on the outside. Let's unscrew the last one. Such screwdrivers are not used often and in principle, although no, there are some heaters that are also assembled on these screws. That's all. I hope. Let's open. It is really also on rivets because more
Больше я не вижу никакого крепежа, больше здесь нету. Наверное, все-таки на заклепках.
Off the map. The lining layer. Wow. Okay, well, this was the widest place here. The map is old. It was probably about 15 years ago when I received it. Look, it opens.
Когда я ее получал. Нет, ты смотри-ка, не открывается. Блин, неужели? Что это такое? Прибегать к тяжелой артиллерии.
Let's try to open it from the side.
Ого, вот это я дал. Да, здесь как раз была защелка. Блин,
I hit my finger. Wow. I hit myself until I bled. I tore off the skin. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, what would I do? The edge of the plastic. Probably. Damn. Okay.
Не так страшно. Почему?
Why am I even opening it? Well, of course, to see what's inside. And I wanted to change this battery. Here we can probably fit, well, if not 18650, that won't fit either.
14500, да? Формат 2А. Так. Любая батарейка. Но только здесь не любая нужна, а именно, по-моему, 3,7 вольт.
A volt like this one can fit here quite well.
Такая вот вполне здесь разместится хорошо. Но я еще точно не знаю, какое здесь напряжение. Есть у меня еще вот такой аккумулятор.
This is from an electronic cigarette. The capacity here should be 1100 milliamps.
Емкость должна быть.
I don't know. Maybe it's lost some over the years. This is my... Oh no, this is not the very first one. The second one. After the very first electronic cigarette, so to speak. Well, this one, probably, can still be placed here somehow.
Неловко как-то получилось. Ну ладно. Так, давайте...
We'll pull it out, and you won't be able to pull it out, right? Damn. Well, in principle, I'll show you now.
Вот. Вот такая вот здесь начинка. Вот этот аккумулятор.
How much is it there? 50 millivolts or something? Oh yeah, 3.6 volts, 20 milliamp hours. Here, a regular lithium battery, which... I see hot glue here, hot glue, damn, where are my tweezers? Now I'll show you a joke. Here it is. Hot glue that is supposed to hold the cable. It has already fallen off. So, well, that's not the worst thing. Some kind of noise that there is a quartz. It is made for watches. So, well, I'll tell you, for some reason, some kind of strange soldering. On the network itself, which the wires go through, we don't have phase zero ground. Maybe in new buildings they've already started making ground in the socket, but I don't know what, but I doubt it here.
Этот, наверное, где-то 2,5 квадрата. Вот этот, ну, блин, на полтора даже.
It doesn't even pull, and the ground is again 2.5 squares. It seems, although Chinese, if by the cross-section of the copper core itself, it pulls 1.5 squares only. That is, the cross-section is 1.5 square millimeters, so it seems. I ran 1.5 kilowatts through it, and it seemed like nothing terrible, although it is designed. 3.6 minutes, 3.5 kilowatts in general can be passed through, so I don't see anything criminal here.
Такого криминального тут я не вижу.
Of course, here is also some other one of this, and you see here even shorter removed one snot.
одну соплю. Возможно, эта сопля я... Ну ладно, здесь
Here it
еще
is still held on the cable. I won't tear it off. You can do something a little more if you stretch it.
Что тут сделать еще? Немножко, если протянуть.
The screws themselves that we have. No. Look how well they are screwed on conscientiously. Sometimes it even happens that.
Хорошо прикручен на совесть. Иногда бывает даже то, что...
You want to tighten them, and they are tightened really by half a turn, but they still do it. And here they are really tightened very conscientiously.
Очень добросовестно. Вот,
I
наверное,
probably won't boast,
хвалиться,
but I will
потому
say
что-
that.
Ага, вот одного нету. Ну и тут нету. Двух нету. Эконом, да, эконом вариант. Может быть, это к данному товару отношения никакого
Without
нет,
having any
да?
yes, but I am convinced myself.
Еще как сам убеждаюсь. Ну, и вам
I will
еще
tell you
раз,
again that
что
you should not
приобретите
chase
за
cheap goods.
дешевыми товарами, сильно
Very
дешевыми
cheap
товарами,
goods. You will only be disappointed upon receipt, upon use.
При получении, при использовании, при
Upon
потреблении,
consumption,
что сказать,
what else can I tell you? How to explain?
как объяснить? Не
I
знаю,
don't
мне
know.
вот вроде
They seem to be the
кажется
same.
одинаковым, а
And the
цена,
price,
допустим,
let's say,
одного
is 100
100 рублей,
rubles. The other,
допустим,
let's say,
120
is 120, 130. By more
Возьмите,
expensive.
подороже. Так,
So,
немножко
we distracted you a
прошу
little.
прощения.
I apologize.
Хотя
Although,
извиняюсь.
excuse me,
Вы
you
же
didn't
ждали,
wait.
даже быстро
I did it
сделал.
quickly. Chick Chick did the ritual, glued it. Maybe I put some transition beautifully. And in general, I'll tell you more. So that's what I stopped about, and cheap goods do not chase a cheap price is better. You will overpay a little. This is my purely personal opinion. I think it will be better. Because not all cheap Chinese goods are the same. There is quality, and really. Good and right to sellers. Let's say ask about the product like what? Ask why for some reason you have such a price. Let's say another has such a price. Some who sell a message are happy to answer. For some reason this is a trend. Let's say either they are really busy or they just don't want to communicate anymore. In the chat, when you communicate with them directly, they can answer right away. Well, like right away there, 10, maybe 20 minutes. And some answer only once a day, let's say, the next day. Of course, I don't like these expectations either, but I still have to deal with it. In this case, not a single screw or bolt turned at all.
Саморез, шуруп, что тут не это самое, не прокрутился вообще ни насколько. Вот.
So well, basically, that's all there is to say. I probably won't assemble it much.
Сильно собирать, наверное, не буду, так как в дальнейшем буду переделывать, но, блин, пока нужного размера нету.
I'll see. There is a battery of this form factor for lithium, that is 3.7 volts.
Литиевые, то есть 3,7 вольта.
I want to place it here, for the place.
Вот сюда, за место вот этой пипки. Эта пипка
It is
способна
only capable of maintaining a charge for a few minutes. How much is there? 20 milliamps.
заряд, сколько там, 20 миллиампер. А здесь
Here and here it will be at least 1,500 for thousands. Even if it is, it will be able to lie for a day, or maybe 2, things like that.
может и 2. Вот такие дела. Ну,
Well, I'll assemble all these insides already behind the scenes. I won't distract you if you're interested. Inside there is this screen.
это вот экран.
It also has something marked here.
Что-то размечено. На
The name of each wire is here and here. Which VCC is responsible for what?
Какой за что отвечает VCC, FREC, Rester, ну, в общем,
This may be in a future video. When I remake it, I will show everything in more detail.
переделывать вам покажу все подробнее. И крепление.
I'll have to make a battery so that it probably fits here in the holder, already from the holder the product wiring and
В холдер. А уже от холдера пойдут проводки к этому, и холдер надо будет еще как крепить. Все.
Thank you all for watching to the end. If you like this kind of videos,
Если нравятся такого рода видосы,
subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next videos. That's it. Good luck to everyone. Bye to everyone. Subtitles by Dima Torzak.